You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now, or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAK Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Live from New York, it's It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Episode.
Guys, we are here. Okay, fine. Hold on, are we at episode 40 now?
Yeah, episode 40.
Maybe it is episode 40.
Yeah, it's a big 4-0.
It's a big 4-0, and we went out in style this time because we're coming to you live from New Jersey.
Oh, you're in New Jersey.
I am.
Are you in New York? Newark? You're in Newark?
Dude, are you in Newark? Are you in Newark?
Are you in Newark?
No, I'm in Jersey City. They call it the biggest city.
They call it the Big Apple.
They call it the Big Apple. It's the biggest apple. I actually went and saw the biggest apple today.
At Mets, the
Mets game.
MetLife failed. MetLife failure
at the Barclays Tower.
Yeah,
the tip of
the Tivoli.
The Tivoli Theater in St. Louis. I'm gonna take a sip of this New York water. Hope you don't mind.
Be careful. Might be a couple mini plastics in there.
Hey, can you tell where I've been? You tell where I
am. Detroit.
Oh, look, right. It's got the there it says New Era.
Papa June. Papa Junior.
Papa June. This is like a World Series thing, and then it has the kith.
What year is that?
The kith of life. I don't know, 40 something. They had a couple different versions of this one.
It's the kith of life.
It's the kith of death.
The kith of death.
The kith of death. Yes, folks.
So why are you in New York? Like, what's there to do in New York? I mean, honestly, like
nothing really.
For someone from St. Louis, like, what's there to do in New York? You know,
it's so similar to St. Louis.
It's an hour ahead. It's an hour ahead, and that's it.
That's the only difference. It's like St. Louis, but it's an hour later.
Yep. The weather is too.
And that's really it,
I get rain here, and then an hour later they'll get it in New York.
Yeah, you can tell me the future. You hold the power of the future.
I'd have a sound effect for that, but I don't. No sound effects today from me.
I could, but then I have to reach. I'm gonna have sound effects, but they won't be very often because
Carson's
so
made it
comfortable on this Holiday Inn couch.
Carson's made it full. He's full New Yorkian right now.
I am. I'm sitting back on a couch with
a
non-handheld microphone in my hand.
and a sweatshirt.
And a sweatshirt that does say New York on it. New York hardcore, sick of it all. Classic hardcore. Wearing my Yankees hat.
So I mean, like, honestly, what are you doing in New York? Because I remember you popped my cherry about that, and
you would not stop popping my cherry about that.
You would not stop telling me about how you're going. How you're going to New York? Have you been to Tampa Bay and all this bullshit?
What does Tampa Bay have to do with New York?
You're traveling all the time. It's like you're traveling for work or some shit. You didn't got to do that. You were talking about going to fucking Arkansas.
I listened to that song today. I've listened to that song so many times since I've been here.
I remember the one time I've been to New York, I listened to.
Oh, so we're talking about your time in New York. Okay,
yeah. But I mean, like, whenever I went, I listened to the Kiss song, like back in New York, the New York Groove. The Kiss.
I don't know that song.
I'm
not a big Kiss fan, but I've been thinking of other New York songs to listen to, so I'll have to give that one a and then I'll listen to Detroit Rock City.
Where the dreams are made of, you know.
Yeah, I thought about that song and I was like,
You gotta rep Jays.
I can listen to
What dreams are made of.
What's that guy? Shoot, what's the guy's name? He's the rapper. We like him. What's the rapper guy that we listen to?
Machine Gun Kelly?
No. What's his name?
West Side Gun?
Yeah, there you go. That's the guy. They were playing that. Where were they playing that yesterday? Was it in round 2 or?
Oh, was it in round 2 or was it in fucking?
Round 3.
Yeah. What was it? Was it in Kith? Was it in Kith? What was it in?
Could have been in Kith.
No, I'm just thinking of like any New York stores. But was he in the Supreme store?
I did go in the Supreme store. Yeah. So like you asked me, what am I doing out here? I am just out here visiting my first time in the big ass Apple. Never been here before, and I'm just bringing in the sights and living the big shitty life. I'm treating it like I'm in New York. I'm riding the subway every day, which is true. And
you bought a New York pass.
I bought it.
Get to all the places in New York.
I bought a Metro quad. A pack of cigarettes.
Yeah. Did you run to the Side Talk New York guys there too? I bet. Yeah. Joe Byron. Sure. Those guys.
Joe Biden.
Joe Byron.
No, I don't.
Did you go to Coney Island?
I don't mess with Joe Biden. I don't mess with Joe Biden.
Did you go to Coney Island?
Yeah, I went to Coney Island. Got a hot dog. No, I'm not gonna go to Coney Island.
Did you get a haircut there? You get a hot towel, the whole 9 yards.
I got the whole 9. I walked in. I said, "Give me the whole 9, please."
They're like, "Sir, I got 2 9s for you."
I got 2 9s and a 20.
I have 9 fingers. And I got 9 inches.
Sir, Sir, I'm sorry. All I have is 2 9s and a 20. They actually have
can I break this 9?
You change for a 9? I'm gonna ask somebody that.
Yeah.
Oh, but it has been a.
So you're just visiting there? Like no business, no nothing?
No business, just all pleasure. All pleasure out here on a trip with my dad.
Pure pleasure.
Yeah, pure pleasure out here. They gave me the whole 9.
Yeah, pure pleasure, the whole 9. The big chapel. The big chapel.
I just realized that I was not recording onto my device, so the first half of the audio might not be as good, but that's okay.
I was about to ask you if
we're not going to restart
on that or not.
I am now. So
okay,
now the audio is good on my end. On your end, it was fine, but now it's good on my end. Yeah, so I'm just out here for pleasure. But
fun.
It has been
You just had a lot of money to burn during the.
I just have so much money. For most people, COVID was a bad thing, but for me, it was a blessing. Okay, it was a blessing for me. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I have lots of money to get rid of, buckets full.
Yeah.
You've seen my apartment. I got buckets just sitting around filled with money.
I mean, you don't trust the big banks at all.
No, not at all.
JP Morgan Chase,
JP Pritzker,
Wells Fargo,
Barclay.
Charles. I remember. No, it's Gnarls Barkley. Sorry.
Yeah.
When I lost my mind.
MF Doom, may he rest in peace. Don't trust that bank. That's for sure. Sorry. No, I just I had an opportunity to come out here and visit. I'm here and we're recording over Zoom. Gavin's an hour behind, and
Did you get any shoes or anything there? Did you see any cool shoes?
I have seen lots of cool shoes. I've not bought any shoes. I almost bought a pair of Mason Margiela shoes today because they're on sale, but they were all gray, and I don't really like one color shoes, so I decided not to.
You got to be able to match it with something
they're all gray, so they're like easily matchable with. But
you want to have a secondary color,
There, that's true. That's also true. No, it really is, and that's why I was just kind of like, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna for sure buy them, and then I was like, but let me think about it. And then I went and tried them back on. I was like, nah, but that's not even. Go on.
So have you went to different places to eat every day?
Yeah.
Or you keep going back to the same place and you become a regular there.
I've gotten 3 days. I've had a slice of pizza every day besides today. Today's the only day I have not had a slice of pizza yet.
What about pasta?
Yet.
Do you have any pasta gabagoo?
I did have pasta yesterday. That's a story I will get to, but I have many, many things to tell you about. And I think we just need to get right into it because
just jump right into it.
It's pretty absurd.
Nothing. I guess I'll give the smallest little life update that I have, which is
yes.
I'm done with school for the semester and I passed everything. So
hold on, give me 1 minute.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. That's all you get.
I did it.
That's as much effort as I'm gonna give you. And how'd your grades end up?
Not as good as I wanted them to be, but first semester of like professional school was, an adjustment from undergrad, especially since junior year was so easy. But
and I'm
done with it. Yeah, I'm in a professional school now.
You're sponsored.
I had to get a graduate loan.
Tell me about
it. So
I have so many loans.
Yeah. Finished everything and passed it all. So that's all I could ask for.
Hey,
this
first
semester is the biggest adjustment period, I think, in the whole school thing. So I did it.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. You're going to have
I'll take your word on it.
You're gonna
I just realized you said you have to leave at 8. I'm looking at my time, seeing it's 15 minutes till 8. And I'm like, wow, he's going to be really late. And now I'm realizing, oh, he's an hour behind.
Yeah.
So that was my fault. Just like not
pressing
record on that thing,
After we just, talk about that, you and I just now.
Yeah, we did talk about it. Well, I'm glad you're done. I'm happy you're on Christmas break and you get holiday break.
Those damn liberals.
And you get to enjoy your
Starbucks, War on Christmas, supply chain.
There's a Starbucks culture. In every corner here.
I love Brandon.
Yep, I love Brandon. I think that's what they said, yeah. Well, let's just, after your update, I'm happy to hear that, and I'm glad you're done, and now you get to work. How's that sound?
Listen, if I could make the money back I spent this semester, I'll take it back.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it right to the bank.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to steamroll what you just said, but I don't think there's any way else to transfer into this. So I say let's just get right into my New York stories, huh?
Well, now you're on vacation. I'm on vacation now too. We're both on vacation.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to work on your vacation.
You're right.
I am not working.
Yeah, you are not working.
I mean, I kind of am.
He's always working. He's always on that grind mindset. He's on that grind set.
I'm always grinding on the pole and
wearing soaps.
Grinding on poles.
Grinding on women.
Whamming. So let's just get into it. So as I mentioned, I am trying to get as much as the New York experience as I can, as I've never been out here on the East Coast and never experienced these types of groups. Rabbis? I mean, yeah. Not even joking there. Yeah. So I'm trying to take it all in the way that God intended it to.
Right.
Which a part of that is taking the subway everywhere because there's no reason to drive or anything like that. So I've been taking the subway. So
New
like
York
I
taxi?
said, absolutely not.
Okay.
I took an Uber from the airport to here, and that costed $80.
Well, I mean, like just not like an Uber. I mean, like a New York taxi, like the yellow cab.
Well, I took an Uber. Let me repeat that again, just in case you didn't hear it.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's yellow taxis around New York. With the checkerboard.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go. Hey, I
Hey,
saw a guy doing that today.
taxi!
He was like, he pointed at a taxi. And he'd go, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, none of them were looking at him.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not taking New York taxis. I took an Uber from the airport, and that cost a lot of money. And I was like, well, there goes all my money.
That's all I had to burn.
That's all I had.
$80 to spend in New York.
I have not been eating. I've been stocking up on the free breakfast here as much as I can.
The continental breakfast.
Constipated breakfast. Constant pesos breakfast.
Yes.
They constantly give you pesos.
They're giving it away.
They're giving the money away and putting it into my checking bank.
Uh-huh.
So I've been taking the subway everywhere. And like I said,
currency exchange.
Currency exchange student? That's when you have a guy from the Middle East who runs a
No,
bank
that's a
come
guy.
over.
No, it's whenever you have a guy from Ecuador who knows the conversions from pesos to American dollars, and you hand him, $1 in American, and he'll give you,
Do you have to fly him over here though, or do you mail it to him?
No, it's like I have him in my basement, and he just stays down there.
Oh,
I
but
don't have
he's
to feed him
from.
or anything. I just feed him money.
Well, no, of course you don't. You don't have
You
to
know,
feed him. He's got lots of
currency
money.
exchange student.
There's
Yeah.
nothing for him to complain about. He's got plenty of money.
Right, exactly.
Anyways, so I've been
go
taking so I'm staying in right outside of Manhattan in New Jersey, just right across the river, across the Hudson.
We're going to be right across the river.
In a little, well, I don't know if it's little or not, but in this town called Jersey City. It's right outside the Holland Tunnel. And so I've been taking, New Jersey's transit, that their subway transit is called the PATH train, and you can take the PATH. There's two different trains that will take you into the city. One of them will take you all the way up to the World Trade Center, and the other one will take you all the way up to 33rd Street, which is like right
Alphabet City.
No, I don't know about that. Which is right outside, one is like the south end of the Manhattan, the other one's the north end where the Empire State Building is. It's kind of where it shits you out at. And then from there you can take the actual, New York subway to places around the city. So I have never done any sort of mass transit like that before in my life. Besides, I think my dad and I, when we went to Chicago, took a train somewhere, or their subway somewhere. So this is my first time experiencing it, especially in like a big city like this where everybody relies on it, And so when I got here on Sunday, I got here to the hotel around 4:00. I was like, I want to figure out the subway tonight, so that way tomorrow I don't have like any guesswork and I can just like know what I need to do and how to get there. So I set out
wearing a big trench coat, and
I was drenched in sweat.
No,
very hot.
No trench coat.
Oh, I didn't have a trench coat on. No, I had my big
like
Supreme jacket on.
Oh, okay.
So I put the Timbs on and foot the pavement. Just kidding.
You should have actually gotten some Timbs. I didn't even think about that.
I'm not a huge fan. My feet already have plenty of blisters, which I'll get to. So I had to find where the PATH station was here, and that took like an hour for me to find it. And then I finally found it, and then I had to figure out which train I had to take to get into the city, and finally I figured that out. So I got into New York and got off at the World Trade Center stop and saw that area. Went to this famous pizza place called Joe's Pizza, which was okay.
Isn't that the shoes? Don't they have shoes based off of that?
No, that's Scars.
Oh.
Yeah, so, just, why don't you just... So I had Joe's, and it was okay. I ended up going to a $1 pizza place the next day that was even better, and Joe's was like $3.50 a slice, whereas that place was $1 a slice, so... Joe's is kind of to me. It's good, but it's like I'd rather get a $1 slice and pay way less. So I got that, and I think I walked around for a little bit just to kind of see the area and experience it a little bit, and just try and see what was going on. And so walk back to the World Trade Center terminal, which is it's like you can take any train from World Trade Center terminal. And it's huge. It was that like huge building I posted on Sunday, and it's a subway station, but it's like a mall as well. So there's like restaurants, there's a CVS, there's like tons of like stores you would see at a mall, but it's like also a subway station, which is super weird to me.
And they also have a Subway restaurant and everything.
I don't think they had a Subway restaurant. They had plenty. No,
they do.
Dunkin' Donuts. Okay.
I will say that was one thing I did notice whenever I went was there was Dunkin' Donuts everywhere.
And Dunkin' Donuts
and
everywhere.
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, Baskin Robbins, Dunkin' Donuts, and lots of Starbucks. Is like every corner has a Starbucks. Not even trying to be like, oh, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
So anyway, then after kind of exploring it for a little bit, it was later in the day. I'm like, okay, let me make sure I can figure out how to get back. So I found what train I needed to get onto to get back to Jersey City or Newport. And so I got on the train, and as soon as I walked on, the train was like full, tons of people. For some reason, there's a lot of people who are taking the subway on the weekends, it seems like. It just seems like it's super busy. So it's like
a whole
packed.
bunch of fucking tourists is what they are.
No, it wasn't tourists. It was not tourists. It was people who were... Not a lot of tourists take the subway, I've noticed, which is good because tourists are annoying usually.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. So
yeah.
I got on, and as soon as I stepped on, I had to stand up. There was no place for me to sit. And there was this this girl who was standing kind of close to the entrance, and as soon as I got on, I heard she was like yelling at some person, like just saying like, I said excuse me or something like that. Why you blah, 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 like just kind of just going on. And so for about like halfway into like when the train actually started going, she just like kept saying stuff to this person, and I couldn't figure out who she was saying it to because nobody was saying anything back. And she wasn't like, a crazy person. She was just like, I'm from New York, and, if you say something to me, I'm going to say something back. And, because she was being very, like, purposely very nice to everybody else to make sure she didn't look like the bad person, since this person was not saying anything back to her. And so I was just kind of like, all right, like, you just kind of give it a rest. Like, I didn't say anything, but I was just like, why do you keep saying something if this person's not saying anything back? So whatever. So
come to find out, it's Larry David.
It's Larry Jones. So the train gets to the New Jersey stop, or the first stop in Jersey, and some people start exiting. And this tall, lanky guy who I said looked like you, even though he didn't really, he was just tall and lanky.
That's so insulting, Carson.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. So he starts getting
tall and lanky men everywhere.
I'll make an apology. So he starts walking off, and he's walking, which I thought was weird. So there's like two doors on each subway cart, and the one closest to him, he did not go out of for some reason. He purposely walked between me and this other girl who was standing across from me. That was the one that was mouthing off. And as soon as he's walking by her, I didn't see him do anything, but she like bucks at him and says like, you need to get away from me right now. What are you doing walking by me? And I was like, oh, so that's who she was talking to, which I thought it was this completely different guy that she was talking to, which actually is funny in the story. So there was this other guy who was standing up across from me that I thought for sure she was talking to, but it wasn't him. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. So she says that to him, and I don't think there was any other exchange. I think she might have kept staring at him, and then as he's about to exit off the subway, he notices she's still staring at him. He stops, puts up his hand, full cocks, and just slugs her right in the face. Like Gavin, like fully slugs this tall, lanky dude slugs this woman square in the face. And like everybody on the subway like erupts in like, whoa, what are you doing? And like including me, I was like, what? I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And so this guy who I thought she was yelling at runs off of the subway and it's like, what are you doing? How dare you hit a girl like that, you fucking pussy? And like pushes him off of her. And and at some point I start like yelling at the guy because I was just
you're blending in.
I didn't want to.
Like
well, exactly. I wanted to blend in.
You got to blend in.
But I also was like, I don't want to get into this because I just got here. And like, I don't.
Give him the old razzle dazzle. See.
So they're like wrestling out there, and so the other guy gets off and gets him off of her, and then I see a phone hit the ground, and he like very quickly the tall lanky guy very quickly grabs the phone and like walks off really fast. And so the other dude who jumped off and pushed that guy off of her, he's holding the girl back and he's like, just chill. Like you don't need to go after him anymore. Cause she's like trying to get after this dude. And so finally the guy lets her go and I didn't know why at first. And so she chases after him and tries to like tackle him or something, but she like misses and smacks her face on the ground. And then I hear her yell, he's got my phone. So the phone that hit the ground was supposedly hers, and he took it to be a dick. And luckily there was a group of people there, and someone like snatched it out of his hand super quickly. And then after that, the other dude who chased after that guy went off, and I don't know what happened from there. So it was insane.
Welcome to New York, baby.
No, exactly. It was just like the most like subway experience I could get on my first like not even 5 hours into being there. Right. And this is already happening, and nothing like that has happened since. But
I'm surprised it didn't happen on the flight there.
Yeah, there's plenty of people I would like to slug on an airplane. Yeah, it was insane. I will never forget that because it was just like such a just wild experience. Because I'm like standing like she's here or he's here and I'm here, and so I got the full thing right there. Yeah, it was wild. It was a very weird experience to have happen, but I mean, just fully slugged her right in the face, like knocked her off of the subway.
Yeah, knocked her tooth out.
Knocked my teeth out.
Yeah,
because I was in shock.
Yeah.
So that was the story I really wanted to tell you.
Yeah. Then no, it's like they drop out one by one. You're like, blink, 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 blink. Yeah.
Oh no!
No! Oh no!
You got my teeth out. So that was my Sunday, the Lord's Day, and then yesterday I went into the city, did some shopping, went to round 2.
Did some chopping.
Went to round 2. Went to Kith. Got this hat.
The Kith of Death.
This Yankees hat. They give you a Yankees hat when you come into New York.
They hand you a Yankees hat and pizza, a slice of pizza as you walk in through the airport.
Exactly. It's like how they give you a lei whenever you go to Hawaii.
Exactly. They have to give you, they also choose. They make you choose they'll make you choose between the Mets or the New York Yankees.
Or the Knicks, but not the Nets.
Or the Knicks. Yeah, you're right.
But not the Nets.
No, not the Nets.
And I also went and I saw the 9/11 memorial, like the fountains, like where the buildings were. That was crazy to just see that in person, just super eerie. And one thing I brought up to my dad, which I want to ask like a person who's lived in New York like pre 9/11 about this, but tons of tourists, like I'm not even just saying one group, like multiple groups of tourists who, from what I could tell, were all 100% from out of the country. We're from, different countries, wherever it may be, different mixes of different ethnic groups and stuff. At the 9/11 memorial, where the buildings were taking pictures, like, in front of it, like, posing in front of the 9/11 memorial. No, like, seriously, like, smiling. Like, full smiles in front of the memorial. And I was like, that's really not okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that doesn't seem
and
right.
You pushed him in the fountain,
And I did. I was angry. And my dad and I were talking about that last night, and we brought up that it's like, what if you went to Germany and took a picture with the Auschwitz Arbeit macht frei sign? Mm-hmm. Like, nobody, exactly, like, that's not okay. It's like, it's the same thing. Like, you're taking a picture with like, in a cemetery, more or less.
Yeah.
Where, like, thousands of people died.
Yeah.
Or hundreds or what, I think it was thousands.
Yeah.
Right?
Thousands.
Close to it? 1,000?
2,000, I think, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So that was weird to see that. But moving on from that sadness, talk about a bummer. I got a bagel with lox and cream cheese. That was really good. I went to more vintage stores, went to Supreme store, and then I ended my night in Little Italy, which is like the southern end of the island, which I didn't even know I was in until I didn't even know it was in that area until I just see this big sign that says "Welcome to Little Italy," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Because I was looking for somewhere to eat.
Did you go to Chinatown or anything?
I haven't yet. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
But
I was right next to Chinatown.
The Diamond District. Did you go to Diamond District? The Diamond District. That is, both of those areas are like really like merchanty.
I'm trying to think of where. I don't even know. Is the Diamond District like in the financial area? Like near Wall Street?
Like it's in a weird spot.
I gotta search it up. Gosh darn.
It was actually kind of close to Times Square, I think, but I don't know.
Well, I was.
It's been. I mean, it's been like 8 years since I've been, so
let's see.
I can't say.
Oh yeah, I was there. Well, actually, yeah, no, I was because I was walking. I walked through that area because I went to the Nike store over there today, and then I went to Rockefeller Center. But I'll get to that in a minute. I got my next story that I need to tell. So I ended up in Little Italy last night because I was looking for. I wanted to find. My goal last night was I wanted to find a corner store that could make a chopped cheese. Which do you know what a chopped cheese is?
No, I don't. What's a chopped cheese?
Do you actually not know, or you just?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I was just like
the way you said that. I was like,
make it sound like I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever.
What is that? I have no idea.
Just to start up a conversation, I guess. Jesus.
I guess here we go.
What are we hosting here? A podcast or something?
I don't know. So it's like a Philly steak and cheese. It's a lot like that, but they take like beef and they chop it up with peppers and onions and then cheese, obviously, and then they put it in a toasty hoagie with ketchup and mayonnaise, and it's supposedly really good. So I was looking for that last night, and like most corner stores will make sandwiches too. So I didn't find that. Ended up in Little Italy, and so I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna down this one street, every single building you pass is a restaurant. And so I was like, I don't know which one I should go into because they all look the same and they're all called La Vida or Napoli or whatever, and they're all called the same thing, and they all have Italian guys standing out front waiting to let you in or out or. I just picked.
They're wearing leather jackets and their greased hair, and
they all have guns.
You're gonna come in. Yeah, they all got like gangster
smoking cigar butts. Somehow they only have butts. Weird. They've been
standing there all day and have only ever smoked that much.
Yeah, they only have. They buy a pack of. You can buy a pack of butts at the corner store down there. It's just the butts. Yeah. So I picked a random one. I forgot what it's called, to be honest with you. Something I don't know. Who knows what it was called? And so I go in first of all, walking through Little Italy, it was weird. As soon as I walked into there, I kid you not, every single person I walked by was either speaking Italian or French. Every single group of people, even the tourists were speaking Italian. And I was like, this is so weird. Just felt like I was in a whole new world.
Yeah, I will say that was... there was so many immersive experiences in real life, which was really weird. It wasn't like Disney World immersive experience. It was like I am in a different world right now.
Yeah, so many different cultures and everything going on here. It's really cool to see. You know, just all the different stuff going on. So that was really weird. And then I go into this restaurant and I get a seat for one, and my waiter comes over and asks me what I want in the thickest New York accent ever. He's like, what do you want? He's like, hey, so they have their specials list has a picture of Rocky on it for some reason. So he's like, so I got my friend Rocky here, and he's got all the specials on here. So we got, but don't you want to, he's saying all these words, and I'm just like, oh yeah, for sure, because I don't understand a word he's really saying because his accent is just that.
And then the guy's like, what are you thick or something? What the hell's going on?
What's wrong with you?
What do you want? What do you want?
We want. But he was like the
Did you
sweetest.
Go to deli yet? Go to a deli.
No, I will get there.
Jeez
Louise. Can I finish my Italian story? All right, he's asleep. So just the nicest dude ever. Not like a mean. He wasn't a grouchy Italian. So he was super nice, and I ended up ordering a chicken parm because I haven't had a chicken parm before. But I ordered it. So good. I ordered it as a. What it was on the menu was a pollo parmigiana, and so that's what I ordered it as. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he walks away and he comes back. He's like, "You wanted a chicken parm with spaghetti, right?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Why did I even I'm going out of my way to say it how it's on the menu." And he's like, "You want chicken parm with spaghetti, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted chicken parmesan with spaghetti."
What'd you get to drink?
I got a Riesling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And at one point he was like, how is it? I'm like, I really did. I went like that. And I was like,
you said, Margherita.
the pizza. And he's like, what? You didn't order a pizza?
He's like, this fucking douche bag over here.
He's like,
Get a load of this guy over in the corner. This guy's a complete douche.
This guy's a German for sure. I can just tell. I can smell it. I can smell it as soon as he walked into the joint. But yeah, he's like the 6-foot dude, really buff, black, like just classic like Italian guy. Just as it was just like
wife beater on, the white.
Yeah, just a wife beater,
jeans.
nothing else.
Yeah, jeans.
Butt naked.
No jeans, but it had the Valentine heart boxers on.
Yeah, and then he had a sock garters.
Yeah,
and then he had a gold necklace with Caesar on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it was just funny. He's like, you want a chicken parm with spaghetti, right? So then like a little bit into it, after I get my food and everything, these people came in and they were seated, and then this guy who I found out was the owner comes out of like the back area, and he's like, I don't know what this guy's name is, so I'll just go with a classic Italian name here. Just gonna stereotype. He's like, hey, Angelo, are you taking care of that table over there? And he's like, yeah, no, I'm taking care of that. And he's like, that guy's he's a chef. He's a famous chef, and he's like he brought his family from Greece that's here with him, so you need to make sure you're on it with them. And it was just like the most like just weird like experience I've ever had.
They put you.
So they're like, he's like
you by the bathroom and by the kitchen.
No, what was funny is they put the chef guy right next to the bathroom.
Oh my
I was
God.
like, oh no! I was like, why'd you guys put him there? Which I think freaked the owner out because he was like eyeballing over there and the whole time and like sweating and and this guy comes in and they do like this Italian guy comes in to sit with the chef and his family and like they do the kiss thing. Yeah, and then he's talking like this, like not even joking, doing those hand movements, and I was like, where am I right now? This is so weird. Like it sounds so made up and everything, but it's not. Like this all really happened, and it was just like the weirdest experience ever. It was so bizarre.
I really wish that I could have gone, and two that I would go now or sometime.
Yeah.
Because I do want to do a trip with you sometime.
We need to do. Yeah, we've talked about we need to go to LA, and we really. I mean, I want to come. I'm ready to come back here.
My body is ready.
I'm ready. My feet aren't ready. No, I would love to. I think we would have so much fun and laugh so much at just people and the way people act and everything. No, I would love to come here with you sometime, and we really. Because I mean,
even Spencer and Sean and Andrew, they all went to Chicago, and I ain't never been anywhere with you, buddy.
Yeah, I know. We should go, and we should see if I know Sean would probably want to go.
Yeah.
If we want to see if
we
he
don't
wanted
have to invite him actually.
All right. Just me and you, huh?
Yeah, just me and you. Nobody else.
2 beds.
You know what? Bring your dad along too.
Okay, make it 1 bed.
We'll be like
for all 3 of us.
And I'm gonna keep saying it. We're gonna be like the grandpa from Willy Wonka.
Yep, Charlie Buttons or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Barley Chuttons.
Charlie Buckets.
That's it. Charlie Buckets. Charlie Buckets.
Charlie Cum Bucket.
I think that's it.
His bucket.
His Grandpa Bucket. Grandpa Cum Bucket.
Grandpa Jizz Bucket.
That's the one.
That's the guy.
That's the one. He was a real freeloader, wasn't he, huh? Waiting for Charlie to get the chocolate ticket. Is he the witch for Wizard of Oz?
No, that's just him jumping up and down.
He's Mario? Was he smashing the blocks?
Then
Mr. Mario Buckets.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi Bucket.
You walked through Little Italy, and then you were like,
walk through Little Italy.
You put on a red hat and a big old black mustache and say, "Mr. Me, I'm Mario," and they're like, "Hey, get a load of this guy.
Look at this guy."
Yeah.
I went outside. I was outside the Cannoli King. That's another place. There's the Cannoli King. It's another thing. I might try and get a cannoli.
That's actually not a bad idea. I haven't ever had a cannoli like legitimately, like a cannoli.
I don't know if I have either. Maybe once.
You should. I don't know the exact location, but you should. You should try and find where Paul's Boutique is from the Beastie Boys front album.
Oh,
there's an album
I'm sure
called Paul's Boutique, and then I'm not sure it's
that's probably
it's
Brooklyn
not around anymore
because they're from Brooklyn, right? Are they from? I don't know. I don't know where they're from, and I'm
I
not
don't
going to
know,
say it
but-
because I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I know everything about New York.
Yeah, I love New York.
I got the shirt to prove it.
I was about to say, did you get the shirt?
I actually got it tattooed on my chest. Actually, it's a back piece. It says "I love New York."
Boutique.
Yeah. So that was yesterday, and then I walked home and had horrible stomach.
It's in
pain.
Manhattan.
Where? In Manhattan. Give me a street.
On the corner of Rivington and Ludlow streets.
Oh,
Called
okay.
Lee's Sportswear.
That's kind of close to where Round 2 is, because Round 2 is on Ludlow. I think Round 2 Vintage is on Ludlow.
I think it's right now. It's Wolf Nights. The gourmet wrap. That's what it is right now.
Yeah, I'll have to find that. Maybe I'm gonna be in that area tomorrow. So, remind
Obviously,
me.
It really does not look like it at all anymore. Like,
Well, then I'm not gonna go there.
I-
Like, this is where the BC Bus stoned.
That's what the Beastie Boys. That's the old stomping grounds.
This is where Mike D is buried.
They
buried his head under there.
No, what they did was they cremated him and then put his ashes in the cement and put
Yeah. That's what they did. So that was.
I'd let somebody do that to me, but while I was alive.
There's a lot of things I would let people do to me
While I was dead.
while I was dead, because I wouldn't know about it. So that was yesterday. Then today, well, first of all, I walked around a lot yesterday. Like, I don't know how many miles I walked, but I walked from like pretty much the southern end of the island, like pretty far north, just shopping and stuff like that. And I think the only thing I bought was this hat. And then I bought some shirts too at some really cool shops.
Did you find anything at Round 2 whenever you went?
I did. I bought a shirt. Oh, actually, funny enough, this is kind of an interesting thing, but it's also kind of might be a sad thing as well, is I bought a Blood Sugar Sex Magic Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt, which is the shirt your mom used to have a Red Hot Chili Peppers Blood Sugar Sex Magic shirt a long time ago that she was telling me about, and like had like worn it all the time and blah, blah, and I told her, I'm like, I've always wanted one, and I saw that Round 2 Vintage posted one like last week, and it still happened to be there, and so I sold some stuff to them and traded some stuff in for like a really good deal and got that shirt. But then I tried it on when I got back here, and it's too tight. So I think I might be able to stretch it, but we'll see. If not, I will easily make my money back, and I'm not worried about it. But I was like, damn it, because I've always wanted that shirt, and the wear on it's great, and blah, blah. Yeah, but that was the only thing I bought there. I didn't buy anything at the main store. Just not really, don't really need anything.
See Sean Witherspoon there?
No, he wasn't in. And then I went to some other sneaker stores that I don't remember the name of. Went to a couple other vintage shops. Bought 2 shirts at this place called, what's it called? Search and Destroy. It's a vintage shop. Really cool place. Yeah, so that was yesterday. And then today, my feet were killing me. Like, I got back last night, just blisters all over my feet. And woke up this morning.
What shoes were you wearing?
My Vans. Tomorrow, the rest of the week, I'm going to wear my New Balance Ame Leon
I was
Doors.
about to say, you got to wear New Balances at that point.
Well, actually, so the thing about those is, like, there's not, your foot doesn't get a whole lot of flex in those. So, like, my toes end up hurting because I don't have much room to, like, curl my toes whenever I walk.
Right.
So those are more uncomfortable in that sense, but like it'll be a lot better on these blisters than Vans, which literally are just like walking barefoot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have like blisters on both of my heels, and then like on like
I got blisters on my heels.
on my feet, and I have them like on my toes. Yeah, it's not very fun. So hopefully it'll be better. Yeah, so today I didn't do a ton of walking, but also because I had to be back early to record with you. So thanks.
Golly, such a buzzkill.
Yeah, so today was kind of like my touristy day because I went to the Flatiron Building, Empire State Building, and then Times Square.
Rockefeller?
Yeah, so then after Times Square, I went to Rockefeller, saw the big tree, which I want to go see again that night. Which were all really cool. Like it was super cool to see all those areas, just because they're so well known. and just all of the, people trying to sell me their mixtape at Times Square. I was telling my dad, I found out before I left that there's these fake monks in Times Square that try to give you these beads. And then once you take the beads, you have to buy them. But they're not even real monks. They dress up like monks to go do this scam in Times Square. So
listen, they're making a living, right?
Yeah. So I'm just like, anytime somebody like tries to hand me something, I just like ignore them or like I shake my head, which is just what you're supposed to do. You feel like a dick the first few times, and after that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, especially because that's a touristy place, they're gonna capitalize on that stuff anyway. But
that's why they're there, exactly.
Yeah, and I remember whenever we were walking through the Diamond District, I don't know why I don't remember where we were trying to go, but we were.
Well, I mean, that's like Times Square, Rockefeller Center,
Yeah, I don't know. We did eventually make it to Times Square, but there were people trying to sell us like diamonds and gold chains like on the street, and it was like.
I haven't seen that yet. Please. I'm assuming I'll see that a lot in Chinatown.
Yeah. No, Chinatown. Chinatown was seriously interesting. It was seriously.
I'm excited to go there. I'm making sure I'm going there. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or not, but I still got
How long are you there? What
2.5.
day are you there?
What day are you
What day are you there?
I'm leaving Friday evening, but I will probably have to like leave the hotel at like 4 or something like that, if not earlier. So I technically have like 2.5 days left.
This is gonna sound really stupid, but Grand Central Station?
I did. Did you not see that on my story?
I did, but I was like, is that Grand Central Station or some other one?
It is, but it's smaller than I thought.
Yeah.
Like a lot smaller than I thought. And I was like, they filmed Spider-Man in here?
Yeah, they did like a whole bank. It almost seemed like a whole bank scene in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Or is that
like maybe that's another thing.
Or is that Dark Knight?
I don't know.
But I know they filmed Spider-Man in there.
Yeah, I know they did. Yeah, and I think.
But yeah, smaller than I thought.
It was incredible to me that you were able to walk from one side to the other like really quickly. Like it wasn't just like it seems so much bigger.
It really does, but you get there and you're like, whoa, it's pretty, not that big. It's pretty small.
And you realize that most of these places are like still functioning. Like, do you think?
Yeah.
Whenever you're watching a movie, you're like, this was artificially made to look like this. You know what I mean? And then you get there and it's like, no, this is real, and people use it every day, and it's functional, and like, it obviously wears off if you're using it every day. But I think that if I lived in a big city like that, I don't think it'd wear off, because it'd be like, I'm going to Grand Central Station today. You know what I mean?
That's like everybody walking through Times Square, walking by the big tree that are obviously not tourists.
Yeah.
Who I'm like, that's cool, and you can look at it and think it's cool.
Did you go inside Rockefeller Center?
I did not.
Like up to the top of the rock or anything like that? Did you go to the top of any building?
Not yet. I'm gonna I'll finish up today, and then my plan is either tomorrow or the next day. I want to go to a rooftop bar and get a drink on a rooftop. So I need to figure that out, and then jump
and then land on a trampoline.
Yeah, so I ended up at Rockefeller Center, went to the big Nike store, went to Saks Fifth Avenue on Fifth Avenue, which is where I almost bought those shoes but decided not to. And then my feet hurt, and I was like, I don't want to do anymore. I was going to do Central Park, but I was like, I can't do that today. And so
Central Park is also really pretty.
Yeah.
You should go to John Lennon's apartment.
Is that on Central Park?
Yeah.
Where there's the Jackie.
It's right across. No, like literally right across the street from Central Park.
Oh,
I don't know what end of Central Park, but it is really close.
Well, there's the Jackie Onassis water lake pond in Central Park.
Yeah,
Jackie Onassis thing. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know. So
I remember going to that the Imagine spot in Central Park, and now it's like right over there.
The Imagine spot?
There's like an Imagine mosaic in the ground.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like
that also just made me think.
Imagine.
Where was John Lennon's apartment at when he got shot?
Same spot it is now.
Well, yeah, but where is that? Can you do some research? Because I maybe would like to go see that too. I just thought about that. Where Lee Harvey
It is West 72nd Street.
West 72nd Street. Boy, I don't know where that is.
Or the Dakota.
The Dakota. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
to see.
literally across the street from basically the lake.
Is John F. Kennedy's?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll see that too.
Yeah, West
Since I'll be there.
72nd Street.
Nice. Yeah, so then I came back here and today, and then we went out and got some barbecue here in Jersey, and then now I'm here.
Barbecue, really? New Jersey?
Well, it's close, and
Tastes like home.
tastes like home. Yeah. So then I want to go to Central Park because I want to go to the Met Museum, and then I want to go to the Guggenheim. So I'll probably do that Thursday.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and then me and my dad are gonna go to the MoMA on Thursday. So tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do some more stuff, kind of in the south end of the island that I missed, and like this place called Chelsea Market. I think I'm gonna go to that. Then go all the way down to Battery Park and see the Statue of Liberty from there. And then I think I'm also gonna do like walk the Brooklyn Bridge, or maybe take the subway across it, and then spend a little time in Brooklyn, just to see that area and maybe grab a bite. And then I think,
Have you seen any celebrities that you know of?
no, John F. Kennedy. And then
He's resurrected.
He's resurrected, brought him back, Dealey Plaza. And then I think tomorrow night, not for sure, I think tomorrow night I'm going to go see a Broadway show. It'll either be tomorrow night or Thursday night. I just haven't
What are you
decided
gonna
yet. It just depends. So like there's this booth that, the famous stairs in Times Square, the red stairs.
Yeah.
Right under those is like this like ticket center where like if you go the day of a show you want to see, you can get like really cheap tickets for Broadway shows there, but they're only for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna go there, and whatever's there that I'd like to see, I'll just do that. And I really want to see Phantom of the Opera, but we'll see. Usually those are pretty cheap to begin with. Like I think you can get them for like $30. So we'll see. I'm not gonna be picky, and I'm just gonna take whatever's there and go see it, whether it's Aladdin or anything. So
yeah,
just to go see a show.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. I think just doing just letting really just letting the city dictate what you're doing.
Yeah,
is one of the best things. Like
I've let the city take over my body.
I have let the New York rats go rampant on my asshole.
I am the city. I haven't seen any rats yet. I still want to see a rat. But dude, the subways.
You gotta hang around in the. Well, you would think if it rains over there, maybe.
It rained yesterday. That was a
pizza rat.
MFN mess. Yeah, the subways are gross.
Yeah,
like the stations are. The subways themselves are actually okay. But like the subway stations, most of them, besides like the big ones, are like pretty gross. There's just sludge everywhere, and they all smell the same. That's gonna be a very nostalgic smell, I think, for me. It's gonna stick with me, and anytime I smell it, I'll be like, "Yep, I know that smell." No, really though, it's like a very specific like just imagine like a really dirty imagine like how the City Museum smells?
Yeah.
It's like that, but if they tried to clean it, but like really half-assed it. So you could smell like a faint cleaner, but it's mostly just that like dirty, like there's been children all over these metal bars, and it just smells like that. It smells like skin and metal.
Deposit.
It smells like skin and metal.
That's good.
Yeah. And cigarettes. Yeah, so yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see a Broadway show. I'm going to try my damnedest, but I just don't want to wear myself out. And then maybe go see the tree that night, and maybe do the rooftop bar that night too after the show.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, and then whatever happens the next couple days, just kind of taking it day by day and step by step.
That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's been my life right now here in the Big Apple.
I was totally stress free. I passed my that exam yesterday was one.
How many stones did you pass?
At least 2.
Okay. Illuminati. What were you saying? You're stress free.
Yeah, I'm stress free now, and it feels really good. So
no, that's good. You seem a lot more relaxed.
It is like.
Do you get a couple days off before you have to start working again?
Yeah, I have I have Thursday. I have to work Thursday night, and then Tuesday. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So you get a day off and then work, and then a couple days off until Tuesday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's good. That's nice to have at least a little bit of time off.
Yeah. And gotta start thinking of graduation and stuff like that, because that's on the table now.
Don't worry about it. All you got to worry about is the drip Christmas party coming up here in a couple weeks.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I didn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Kinda.
No,
I'm
really
excited for it. My this is all I'm gonna say for any of the drib heads out there listening to this. My white elephant gift, as you know, we do. I'm gonna, a little spoiler here. We do a white elephant gift exchange every year. We are doing one this year, and my gift I got is gonna be alarming. It is. It's.
Did you say alarming?
Alarming, yes.
Okay.
It's bizarre.
It's
and
just
it kind of
sludge.
freaked me out a little bit.
It's just
sludge from the subway.
I don't know if you ever watched this show, but there was this one
Sludge
show called like Oddities or something like that.
Okay.
And they have a really weird shop in Alphabet City. I don't know if you'd ever go up there, but
I don't know where Alphabet City is, though, if I'm being honest. Go to the Museum of Sex, which actually does look cool, but I don't know if I'll have time to go there.
Sorry, hold on. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, dude, I get it, dude. Oddities. I know I remember that show.
Obscura Antiques and Oddities.
Okay. What do they got there? Do they have stuffed dead animals? Taxidermied animals?
They have just a lot of weird, taxidermy animals and weird shit.
Well,
like real bone dice.
Oh wow, that is interesting.
Casket keys.
Casket keys.
A real frog purse.
Okay. This is all stuff you can buy.
Masonic memorial flag.
Is all stuff you can buy, or that's just like on display there?
That is on. I guess that's what they can buy now, but they carry a lot of weird stuff. It's bizarre.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll go
they
there.
They closed their New York City shop.
All right, never mind. Glad we went down that hole.
That was a nostalgia hole for me. I used to watch that show religiously.
I do remember that show. Yeah.
They had this one bald guy and this one girl with black hair.
Sounds about right. They had it was Howie Mandel and Angelina
Angelina Jones.
Angelina Jolie, John Lennon.
John Wick.
John Wick. Speaking of which, I think they filmed some scenes in New York. I think they filmed a scene of John Wick 3 at the New York Public Library, which I walked by today. You like John Wick?
I don't know. I haven't watched it.
I actually do like John Wick.
I watched the first one, but I haven't watched like 2 or 3.
They're goofy, but I love it because it's just
they're so
testosterone.
They take themselves really seriously, and it's really good.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good.
Gavin, you need to post our music suggestions.
I was about to say I did remember that today. It was just not.
You just didn't do it.
Just didn't do it.
That's all right. When speaking of, why don't we get to that, huh?
As a matter of fact,
he's got it all ready to go.
I did used to. So this time I found Turnstile, as you know, one of our favorite bands.
Oh yeah, which I saw was number 2 on your Spotify list. Yeah. Which I was like,
I'm not kidding. I listened to them so much in like a 2-week span. It was literally the only thing I listened to.
Yeah. which is crazy.
I could not get out of my head, but
Mm-hmm.
they extended their shows in New York by 2 days. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, are they there right now?
I don't know.
Shit, let me check. If they're here, I'm gonna go see them. And if I miss them, I'm gonna be fuming mad. Because there was
no, it's in May.
Oh, okay.
But so they added a couple more shows, and now they're touring, or that during like the second and third show, I'm pretty sure they're having this band called Beach Fossils.
Okay.
Go with them, and Turnstile, Beach Fossils, and Special Interests. So I listened to.
Where do you see that? I don't see that.
On Turnstile Love Connection, and then it's the second post, and it's pink, and it says Turnstile Beach.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, I don't mean to jump in real quick, but yeah, I really I want to go see them. We should go see them in Lawrence, Kansas, which is right outside Kansas City.
Yeah,
in
I
May,
agree.
Because love Turnstile, cool. I love Citizen. I don't know the rest of the bands. Anyway, sorry. So Beach Fossils.
Beach Fossils. I listened to their album, just out of curiosity. I was like, what are we playing with here?
Mm-hmm.
What are we batting with? And it is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's kind of they have saxophone and they have flute in it, and there's like some it's like a weird, I don't know, it's like alternative. It's definitely not as like hardcore as.
So it's not hardcore.
No, it's not hardcore. It's like alternative, and they have like flute flourishes and saxophone parts, and
it says they're indie rock.
Yeah, it's really good, and it was right up my alley, just what I was looking for, and they deserve a little bit of attention. So this is their 2017 album, Somersault, by Beach Fossils. It's really good, and everybody should give it a listen.
I think I will.
I really like Saint Ivy, and really the whole album is just a great listen. It's really short for 11 songs. It's 34 minutes.
Wow.
So they have some really short songs, but it's really good. So I did enjoy it, and that's what I got. Carson, what do you got?
I'm excited. I'm always looking for new stuff too, and that sounds interesting. Anybody who Turnstile puts on, I'm excited to check out.
Because like they're basically the headliner at that point. Like what's crazy is that they were like the third ticket item on like in St. Louis, and in New York they're top of the list.
Well, yeah, for that whole tour there. I mean, and they were I think they were number 8 on Forbes top 50 albums of the year. I think it was number 8.
Pitchfork gave them like an 8.8 or something like that, and like gave them like best new album of 2020. I'm pretty sure.
But this was like, I think it was Forbes. I could be wrong, but it was like Forbes like top 50 albums of the year, and they were I think they were number 8. It was either 8 or 18, and I think it was 8 because I knew it was some number where I was like, "That's insane."
Just incredible.
Yeah, which is just awesome for them, and I love them. I think they're great. I think they're a lot of fun, and bring in people who weren't really into the hardcore scene, kind of into the hardcore scene, which is really cool. Well, that's fun. I'm gonna give the Beach Fossils a listen to. When you said Beach Fossils, all I thought of was Beach House, which I was like, no, that's a different group.
Yeah.
So as you know, Gavin, and maybe our listeners know or not, I will for the month of December leading up till Christmas, 4 weeks. I will be suggesting Christmas music, whether it be albums or soundtracks to Christmas movies or something, who knows. And this is the second week of doing it, 2 weeks left after this. And I thought, with being in New York and everything like that, I got to listen to something that's a little reminiscent of that, or, has to do with New York. And so I am suggesting the Home Alone soundtrack. Now, here's the thing. Home Alone took place in Chicago. Home Alone 2 takes place in Chicago at the beginning, and then he's trapped in New York. Now, the only thing is for some reason, I can't listen to the Home Alone 2 soundtrack on YouTube Music, so I can only listen to the first soundtrack, but it's pretty much the same. They used a lot of the same score cues in the second movie.
All right.
So, I was like, the first night I was walking around New York, I was like, I had my AirPod in and I was listening to the soundtrack, and it was just fun to experience that, just like what Kevin felt.
It started to flurry here today. I bet I was.
Did it really?
Yeah, I started. I walked out of my final. I'm like, it's a Christmas miracle.
Oh, what? Nothing stuck though, just flurries.
No, just flurries.
Oh, what? And then when I get back, it's gonna be like freaking 60 or 70.
It's gonna be hot.
What is that, dude? I don't get it. It's fricked up, dude. I don't want this hot weather.
Well, it was. If it's any consolation, it was 31 today. It's hot, so.
That would be great. That's what I like. I like it cold. I like the winter. Yeah, so listen to that soundtrack. It's really good. I don't really have specific songs to recommend off of it. It's all good, you know, like the main title song, Somewhere in My Memory. It's really good. Yeah, I don't know. Just give it a listen. It's great. I love the whole thing. I've listened to it like multiple times. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies that Gavin doesn't care about. I'll have to watch it this year. That's peanuts. I also said we were going to have a taste test this week. I said that on the last episode. Even after I said that I'm going to be in New York on the next episode. So
you mailed something here, right?
I did. It's right at your door. The UPS guy should be here right now. Here, wait, hold on.
So I guess next week.
No, hold on. Oh, he's at your door. Let him in. Yeah, we'll I have 2 taste tests we can do. And there's 2 weeks. There's 2 weeks left. What? Until the Christmas episode.
And then
wow, that's weird.
And then
we have 1 episode left after this,
3,
and then we have the Christmas special.
Yeah, and then in 3 episodes you'll have your new laptop. So I'm really excited.
And in 3 episodes we'll have the New Year special, where we set off fireworks in my apartment. Yeah. So I have
put holes in the ceiling.
I have 1 we'll do next week that I thought of, and then we'll do 1 for the Christmas special that we already kind of talked about, you and I. So
okay,
but the one next week will be a fun. It'll be an involved taste test. Let's say that we have to make it. We have to make this one. Isn't that interesting?
It's a cooking show.
We're boiling piss and drinking it.
It's gonna be the cooking show.
We're gonna cook. We're
gonna make a cooking show.
We're gonna make cookies.
We're gonna naked turkey show.
Naked turkey show?
Yeah, naked turkey show.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to making cookies.
Well, Carson, I hope you're enjoying your time in New York. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, and I really am enjoying my time in New York, and I can't wait to get back and tell you our stories about it. And I really appreciate everybody listening to this episode, and I apologize for the bad audio at the beginning. I apologize for the bad audio at the beginning. I forgot to hit record, and my microphone will sound sound Kevin Spacey at the beginning.
All right, I'll put on the.
Just pretend like it's playing. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Well, Gavin, I hope you have a great time.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Out there, and I will be back before you know it. I will be back. I'll be coming back the day this episode goes up. So.
And what day are we listening to this? Because I don't think you said that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. We're recording this on Tuesday, December 7th. You'll be hearing this on Friday the 10th. And without saying much else.
Goodbye, bye.